This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 155 of the Stable Scoop Radio Show. A smile for Bobbi Jean's Boots. Please support our sponsors as they make this show possible.
Equestrian Collections offers the whole universe of shopping at your fingertips. You can find them at equestriancollections.com. Plus, Uncle Jimmy's brand products. Look for Uncle Jimmy's hanging balls and his other great treats at uncle-jimmys.com.
Welcome to the Stable Scoop, with weekly shows delivered right to you. With Helena and Glenn the Geek, live from the stable, it's every week. They bring you the news through hail or high water, while using their tails as their own fly swatters. So sit on down and laugh till you poop, cause it's time again for Stable Scoop. Stable Scoop. The Stable Scoop. Stable Scoop.
This is Glenn the Geek.
And this is Helena B. And you're listening to the Stable Scoop Radio Show on the Horse Radio Network.
Well, howdy, Helena, the day before.
I know, I'm a little manic right now.
It's surgery eve.
It's surgery.
So does the great surgeon in the sky come to visit tonight and leave you treats?
I know. Oh, I should do a poem. 'Twas the night before surgery. The house. Chaos was reigning, including
there you
a
go.
mouse.
That's good. I love it. You should finish that.
I
Have Gracie help you with that.
That'd
be
give me
great.
something to do tonight when I can't sleep.
Gracie will love to help with that one.
Yeah, I'm a little, I'm not hungry. You know I'm anxious when I'm not hungry.
Well, this will go fine. And then for those that are new listeners or haven't been paying attention, Helena fell off no.
I did. Let's just say I got dumped. It's easier that way.
She got dumped from her horse and screwed up her knee really bad, and she has to go in and get multiple things done to it tomorrow. Yeah.
Bigger and better, faster.
It's not a knee replacement yet, right? It's
no, not a joint replacement. It's ACL reconstruction.
So they're just parts repair.
This was right, just parts repair.
Unless, of course, they find out it's worse than they thought, and then they'll replace it while they're in there.
That's true, too.
No, I'm just kidding.
In my surgeon's office, they have a model of a joint replacement, like the hardware that goes in there. It is so cool. Like, I would not be bothered by having...
You just want one of those in there right now? Could you please just replace the whole darn thing?
Well, it's like shiny. This could be my obsession with shiny, sparkly things and bling.
Is it smooth?
It's smooth, and like they can give you a whole new meniscus, like all new cartilage, and it's like, it's plastic, but it's better than what you have. It's better than what you're born with, and the joint and stuff, it's like made out of some kind of funky metal that looks like chrome. I mean, seriously, you feel like the bionic woman.
Those used to have a life of about 10 years, and then you'd have to replace it again. I wonder if that's still the case or if they've gotten better.
No, it's like they have a life of 100 years.
Oh, really?
So your knee will outlive you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
But, so anyway, yeah, it's... So I can't...
I got a few parts I'd like replaced if they're going to last 100 years.
They don't do brain replacements yet.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I have to tell a funny story, though. This is me being... When I'm anxious, I get really ADD. So, our favorite...
More than usual?
Yeah, way more than usual. Our favorite NPR people, Click and Clack?
Click and Clack, the Taffet Brothers, the car guys?
Car Talk, from Car Talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday, I'm mucking my stalls, and I'm listening to Car Talk, and I'm laughing my tushy off because they're funny. And at the end of the show, they're like, this show is sponsored by, like, our lawyers, do we sue them and run or something like that.
Right.
Well,
do we cheat them and how?
Do we cheat them and how, right?
Yeah. See, I listen to that show every week.
Well, one of them is they use a sound clip that's a horse neighing.
Oh, yes.
And so the horses were hanging around their stalls because the bugs were out and it's all hot. And, of course, the neigh comes on the sound clip, and Pie goes absolutely ape. He got so excited. He thought somebody new came to the barn. He was so happy. He was nickering back and looking around for this other horse. And I'm like, there's no way that he really thinks that was another horse. So, of course, they play the sound clip again. And, of course, Pie responds in the same way. He was so disappointed when,
there was nobody there.
It was the cutest thing ever. And that's my ADD story of the day.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with anything except
Except it's a cute horse story, and we do a horse show.
It was right, and we have talked about the Tappet brothers before.
Yes.
His last name is not even Tappet.
No, I know they're, and I don't even remember, and I can't tell them apart. I've been listening to them for at least 10 years, and I cannot tell them apart.
No.
If you would ask me which voice goes with which name, I don't know, and I hear it every week. They say it every week, and I still don't get it.
No.
So
they do it really fast. They're just as attention deprived as we are.
And if you've never gotten to hear Car Talk, or you can't hear it because it's not on your area on a Saturday morning, go to iTunes and just look up Car Talk. You can get a podcast of it, so you can listen to. I'm sure that's what you were doing. You can listen to it in podcast form.
Yeah, it's they're really smart. They're like MIT educated engineers.
Yeah, they have like master's degrees or doctorates or something.
Yeah, they're
which you would never guess listening to.
You have to listen to the show because they're kind of like Glenn and I, or actually, I should say, Glenn and I are kind of like them.
We try to be like them.
Yeah, they're very humble. They use a lot of self-deprecating humor.
We're not up to 10 million listeners yet.
Right, but their bios blow hours away.
They actually have education.
They do. All right, but we have a show to do, don't we?
Yes, we have a show to do. And we have a lot of stuff. As everybody knows that's been listening the last couple of weeks, we're packing lots of stuff into the new show. And we're going to start with my tech pick of the week. And then we have a guest coming on that I actually found through Facebook. And she sounds fascinating. She is a true Arizona cowgirl. She's a stunt woman. She's been on TV shows and commercials and movies. So I think it's just going to be fun to talk to her. And she's still an active cowgirl. She works at a ranch in Arizona. So we're going to have her on. Matter of fact, she said this time was perfect to record because she was between ranch work and TV work. So there you go.
For her.
Yeah, so
I want to do that someday. I want to be between ranch work and TV work.
TV work. Now you have your tack and a habit of the week. You have picked the product, and also we're going to continue with everything I need to know about life. I learned in Pony Club, except I didn't do Pony Club.
You got that out very nicely.
I know. What's written out here right for me because I'm not
put the
smart.
Emphasis on I didn't do Pony Club.
Oh, okay. Well, you have it spelled DOOLLO.
Yeah, see?
So you're sure I would get it right.
And you didn't.
All right, let's start with my tech pick of the week. Okay. Right after we talk about Uncle Jimmy's. You know, Uncle Jimmy's, we talk about it every week, people. Every one of you should have tried Uncle Jimmy's treats by now, whether it's his hanging balls or his squeezy buns or his licky thing, whatever it is, you should have tried it by now. If you haven't, the next time you go to your feed store or your tack shop, look for it. If they don't have it, go to uncle-jimmys.com. These are treats that your horses are going to love. And the neat thing about the hanging balls is they're hanging, so it takes them a while to eat them. I don't know about your horses, but my new greyhound, oh my God, she can eat bones faster than anything we've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Anything.
Yeah, our St. Bernard is the same way.
Oh, but we found the solution too. I'll tell you about that later. I don't know if we talked about that in the show yet.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to you about that later. But in the meantime, Uncle Jimmy's does not sell dog bones. They sell horse treats, and that's what you're going to find at uncle-jimmys.com. You want to check them out and make sure you try them. They come highly recommended by Helene and I, and especially the squeezy buns because you can put medicine in them and squeeze the treat around them, and your horses don't even know that they're being duped. So you can get that medicine.
My horses, I'm honest with them.
No, you don't. You hide the medicine in Uncle Jimmy's squeezy buns, and you trick them. That's duping.
I don't trick them. I persuade them to enjoy the treats. Fine. All right.
All right, that's uncle-jimmys.com. Thanks, Uncle Jimmy, for letting us screw up your commercial every week. All right, so this week, my tech pick of the week is kind of cute, a little different than last week's. It's a website, and I don't know if you've heard of this or not. It was new to me, and because somebody sent me one of these, and I went, what the heck is that? Because I love their logo. So it's called smilebox.com. Have you heard of Smilebox?
I have briefly forgot about it, and now that I'm back, I'm remembering it.
Well, it'll give you something to do while you're laid up. Smilebox is this place where you can go and there are a couple websites like this, but I just found this one cute and it's free. So, and it works really well and it's really simple to do. But basically you can put your pictures, you can take your photos, and all of us horse people have photos that we don't do anything with normally. Or we post them on Facebook and then they get lost. But if you want to do something special, you've just done a trip, you've gone away to a show, you went on vacation, you have little kids, whatever it is, You can go there and you can easily and very quickly create slideshows, invitations, greetings, collages, scrapbooks, photo albums. You can do all of that right on this website. And they have over 1,000 customizable templates to choose from, including a couple horsey ones. And you can do them right there. So you can make a slideshow, you can make a birthday greeting, you can make a keepsake birthday book or a holiday book come Christmas time, and it's all digital. And the cool part is you can Facebook it, you can email it, you can blog it, you can print it, which is kind of cool. The printing,
nice, yeah.
I tried the printing feature, and that's really cool. Or you can send it to a store to have it professionally printed.
Oh.
So that, like there's Walgreens and a couple of those others, Walmart and Target, all do printing.
Right.
That you can bring your DVD, your CD in and plug it in, and they choose which pictures and everything. Well, you can actually send it to the store and then pick it up there. So you can burn it to a DVD. The options are endless with this program. It just seems to be more flushed out and a little more well thought. I'm sure it's not going to be free forever.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
This is one of those get started now and get in on it while you can. But I like it. It's cute. You probably take a lot of pictures having kids and then want to send them out to everybody. And, we post them on Facebook now and people see them, but they're not special. Yeah. If you want to do something special with them, like put them in a photo album or a scrapbook or put it as a part of an invitation, or just create a really cool slideshow with backgrounds where the pictures show up and they fly in and stuff. It's really cool. It's worth taking a look at. It's free. It's simple. It's called smilebox.com, and their logo is really cute.
Free, simple, so easy.
Easy, very easy to
fit into my horse criteria. Free,
it
easy.
Is. It's easy to upload the pictures. It's easy to say, I want the picture that picture to go here, and it crops it. It's really good. I kind of like it. It's my little helpful hint of the week. My tech pick of the week is smilebox.com.
I am going to do that while I'm laid up. Smilebox.com. Thanks, Glenn. That's a really good pick. I'm proud of you.
I know, and it's not, it's actually stepping out a little bit for me.
It is. It's still geeky.
I bought a new computer last week.
What?
Well, I needed to have a backup because remember last week where I was having problems and my one and a half of my computers crashed, and then I had nothing to edit the shows, and we were kind of out of business for a couple days. So I needed a backup computer, and then Jennifer couldn't argue with me because it was really needed because it's a backup computer.
What'd you get?
I didn't get a Mac only because I didn't want to spend that much. I would have if Macs were affordable, but they really are not. And I wanted something that was, going to work as sort of a backup. So I didn't want to spend tons of money either. So I ended up with another Dell. Fortunate thing is you can buy Dells at Best Buy now.
Yeah, for like $10.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. What I got here was half the price of a Mac and with like double the power. I know. So it just, and I was going to buy a desktop, and I ended up buying another laptop because the laptops have as much power as the desktops anymore, and you can take it with you.
Yes, it's true.
So that's why I went that route. But anyway, that's off the subject. Let's get to our first guest. As I said earlier in the show, her name is Bobbi Jean Olson. She is a cowgirl from Arizona. I don't think she lives too far from Jamie, actually, the host of the morning show. And she rides and she ropes. She works cattle. She does all that at her family ranch in central Arizona. She's an actress, a stunt woman, a model. She's been on shows like Walker, Texas Ranger, the High Low Country, PBS's Gunfighters. She's been in commercials. She has done almost a myriad of things.
She's all over the map.
I know, and she's doing a show right now that they're producing right now that is called, looking for the name of that one, Arizona Country TV. Oh. So we're going to ask her about that. She's going to be the host of Arizona Country TV.
Oh, that's cute. I want to be the host of a TV show. I'm done with it.
You could do Rhode Island Country TV.
Well, no. I'll come up with something else. I'll come up with something, but I want to.
You're not proud of your state?
Not yet. It still has to earn my respect. Still has to earn my
There's
respect.
honesty.
Hey, I told you, honesty is the best policy.
We apologize to the Tourist Bureau of Rhode Island.
Well, no, they're working on it. They got some catching up to do.
Well, we never have them as a sponsor.
I'm sure that. Shut up. I'm sure. Hey, they know it. They know it. They're working on it. We do have a fabulous new education commissioner, though. So once she gets the ball rolling, then I'll be really proud of Rhode Island. But Bobbi Jean is clearly already proud of her home state, Arizona.
Yes. Well, let's find out more about Bobbi Jean. Well, hi, Bobbi Jean, and welcome to the Stable Scoop Show. It's so fun to have you on.
Well, it is an honor that you guys give me a call so that we could kind of chat, and I can tell you some of my crazy little insanities that I do.
You are a woman that has done just about everything there in Arizona. And, you know, I got to ask, how did the horse thing start, though? Because obviously it all leads back to horses.
Well, you know what? I won my very first buckle for showing horses when I was 5 years old.
Wow, the buckle was bigger than your head.
And it is just, actually, I have the cutest little picture of it. And I'm standing there with big old tears welled up in my eyes holding my buckle. And it started from there, and it's never quit. I love animals, and I just decided I love the Western way of life is what it is. I live and love it, and I try to promote it. And when I started working, I thought, how can I be different? And I said, you know what? Why be different? Why not just be me? Promote something I live and love and see where it takes me.
I love that. Why not just be me? Because there's so much about us as individuals, and you in particular, that's worthy of following and being inspired by. And it shows. I mean, you're a pretty successful, not only horse person, but you have a very successful career in film and print. Tell us a little bit about, obviously you're a horse person, but what else pays the bills in your life?
Well, excuse me, I started out in New Mexico, and I was competing in a rodeo queen contest. And a lady approached me. I was modeling a Western outfit, and a lady approached me, and she said, hey, Bobbi, I would like for you to come in and talk to me after you're done with the competition. And I said, sure, what do you do? She said, well, I have a modeling and talent agency, and I would like to talk to you about coming in and modeling and working with us. And I thought, oh, my gosh, you have to be 6 foot tall and beautiful to do something like that. So anyways, I ended up going in, visiting with her, sharing a little bit about what I do, and before I was even signed with her, I got my first job. So talk about hooking somebody in.
Yeah, no kidding. And you liked it, you enjoyed it, so you stuck with it.
Well, I love being in front of the camera, and the more that I did there in New Mexico, the more that they found that I could ride well. So I started out at the bottom. I did extra work, and then I started doing stand-in work, and then they thought, wow, look at Bobbi. She can really ride and handle animals. And so I just kind of worked my way up. And I traveled all.
Well, I was going to say, and you're not only an actress, but a stunt woman, too, obviously, because they found you could ride.
Yes.
Huh. And I love the pictures on your website of you with guns and shooting, because that just sort of fits. That
rearing horse that I'm on in that picture you're talking about is actually a very famous TV horse. Will Smith rode him in the Wild Wild West. A dear friend of mine, Pat Larkins, owns him. And I've worked with Pat on several projects now. And so, I mean, what an honor to get to ride such a famous animal.
He's probably a really sweet horse, too.
Yeah, and you know what? He's older now, but he's still, I don't know, I laugh at Pat, and I give Pat a hard time. I say, Pat, Ace has eyes just for me now, you realize that.
Now, you've met, tell us about some of the people, some of the actors and actresses that you've met doing the shows and the commercials and the movies that you've done. What stands out for you?
Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger. What a phenomenal gentleman.
Really? What makes him so great? What surprised you about him?
Well, they were in New Mexico for a couple of weeks, and I worked on set the whole time and just did a little bit of everything. And he was so down to earth. took a whole group of us on a tour of down Santa Fe haunted house tours, and we ate lunch with him. I mean, he was, if you didn't know better, you would have never guessed this was a famous TV star.
So he was really accessible, because that's one thing you hear about some of the stars is they don't eat with the lowlifes.
No, he was left a huge impression on me. Huge impression. And kind of one of those people treat people the way you want to be treated, which is a model that I live by every day. He just seemed to do the same.
Well, that's really cool. And now you actually, if we get back to your growing up a little bit, your family actually has a ranch, right?
We right now, excuse me, live on a piece of John Wayne's Red River Ranch.
Really? I just got goosebumps,
cool.
by the way.
I know, that's really cool.
Is that wonderful? We purchased it from the Red River Ranch LLC, and we raise cattle here and have our horses, and we grow grass hay, and it's my slice of heaven. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love it out here. I use the ranch for several projects, from bringing photographers in and letting them shoot the Western lifestyle, whether they want to see us branding cattle, working cattle, meat team roping, or if they want to glamorize the Western lifestyle and do some more glamorous Western photos. We've done several little film projects here.
It's so cool. You know how they say George Washington slept here? Well, John Wayne rode there.
Well, you know what? He actually landed all the area where we're at right now was farm field. But there was a runway where they would fly in and land their plane, and we actually have the chains that they would tie the plane down with down by our horse stalls. And then they would come and go bird hunting and everything in this area. So, yeah, it's a neat piece of history that I like sharing with people. And even to this day, John Wayne is an icon.
Oh, now, you also have there's another icon in your life that you looked up to. And Glenn and I were talking about this with you right before we decided to record. Dolly Parton. She sort of has a special place for you. You tell us about why you like her.
Well, just as a little girl, I'd sit there and sing "Love Is Like a Butterfly," and trust me, I cannot sing. That is not something that God
okay. You can do plenty of other things really well. We'll forgive you for that.
You jump out of buildings, so I think that's all right.
So yeah, if I could sing, I would probably be singing country music or something. But since I don't, she was such an inspiration to me, because growing up, our family was not wealthy. We had to work hard. And I just knew, if Dolly Parton could do this, and in my eyes, even to this day, she's just spectacular and down to earth and genuine. And she does so much for her community. And she just inspired me growing up, thinking, you know what? I can do it too. Just keep dreaming, Bobbi.
Oh, and it looks like you are. It's like, you're so accomplished. You have, first of all, I would say the greatest on your list of accomplishments is getting to live and work in a place that you call a slice of heaven. You sound very happy and very content with the hard-working life of a real rancher. And I know a lot of us who don't mind getting dirty and spending the day outdoors. That's a really nice place to be in your life. But you also get the variety of, you get to still be glamorous. You have a chance to dress up. You have a chance to work and feel useful in other ways. Do you ever feel like sometimes you have too many balls in the air, or are you happy with the amount of activity in your life?
Well, I started working, modeling, and the film work when I was about 19, 20 years old. And then I quit for a while. I moved to Arizona, got married, had a wonderful son. And then as he got older, I decided that I was going to get back into it again. And I had to think about this because I know how much traveling is involved and how much it can take you away from your family. And my top priority is my family. You know, I thank God every day that they have put these wonderful people in my life. And so I started praying, and I said, okay, God, how can I do what I love, which is being in front of the camera, and stay here with my family? And that's when I started incorporating the place that we live on and just started saying, okay, what does Arizona have to offer film-wise, modeling-wise, and how can I promote the Western lifestyle with it? So I don't travel out of state. I stay here working, and I get to see my family every day. How much more blessed could you be?
Now that's something that inspires me. That is brilliant. It's creative, it's strategic, and I think that's worthy of applause because it's not easy to achieve either.
No, and I have run up against a ton of obstacles, and I just have to keep thinking positive. And I tell people, I say, dream so big that if only half of it comes true, it's still amazing. And I believe
I love that quote, too. We're getting lots of good quotes out of you today here.
We are. And, you know, I encourage listeners who go to your website. It's BobbiJean.com, BobbiJeen, BobbiJean.com, and look at the beautiful photos and examples of her work. And what I really like about talking to you, Bobbi Jean, is that there's such a beautiful front, such a beautiful face to who you are. But it's really nice to hear that there's a lot of hard work and commitment and persistence behind all that beauty. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it looks so, you know, oh, they're beautiful people and they're beautiful things that you create, but there's a lot of substance behind that. And,
well,
you know, I think that's a really nice thing that we get to learn about.
Well, thank you, because I'm out there cleaning stalls and washing the horses and branding the calves, and you know, I'm out there it's a family affair, and we do it as a family. I team rope as well, and all except for this year, we traveled quite a bit going to team roping competitions, and then this year I decided to give 110% to my career and see what was going to happen. And one of the exciting things that has happened is I am going to be hosting a TV show called Arizona Country TV.
Tell us about that. I saw the website. It's at ArizonaCountryTV.com. Tell us about that. What's the show going to be? Well,
first of all, in my opinion, Arizona is one of the most phenomenal states that there is, but I could be a little biased.
You own a piece of John Wayne's ranch. You have to say that.
I love it. But so we will be showcasing this amazing state. We will have country western stars with original music on the show that I will interview, and we will hear great songs from wherever they're playing, whether it's whatever venue they're at. We'll go there and listen to their music and interview them. And then we will also be getting to know amazing people, interesting people in the state that make a positive difference. This is a family-oriented show, and we just want everything positive to be in the show. So when somebody finishes watching it, they will walk away with a smile thinking, you know what, I can do anything I want to do.
Now, will you, where will it be aired?
The exciting part is we are going to start off on the Internet so everybody can view it.
Well, you know, that's obviously we believe that's the way to go. So
yes, well, but many things are starting to, things are just going to be more and more Internet-based.
Yep. Well, you know, we wouldn't be, Helene and I obviously wouldn't be here if our fans from around the world hadn't supported us. You know, so that's, you know, we obviously believe that as well. And, one of the things that I really liked on your website for Arizona Country TV, and I keep telling Helena she needs to do Rhode Island Country TV, except I don't think there's a whole lot of country left in Rhode Island, is a portion of the profits will go to support the Special Operations Warrior Foundation.
Yes, sir.
And, I have a brother-in-law who spent 22 years as a Green Beret. So,
oh, wow.
He lost many, many friends. And in Afghanistan, his entire unit except for him was wiped out. So I am thrilled that you picked that particular foundation to support.
I didn't realize it, but I have sent, excuse me, so calendars, autographed pictures to our troops. And they say, Bobbi, we love what you're doing. Keep it up. We have your pictures hanging in different places wherever they're at. And I think, oh my God, that is an honor to me.
It definitely is. Definitely is. Well, we're looking forward to seeing that. You'll let us know when that first show airs, right?
Yes, we will. We have been filming quite a bit. In fact, this afternoon, I will be interviewing Charlie Lastore, and we will be here at the ranch talking about some of the Silver Screen Cowboys. And then I will go up to Prescott this weekend for the Western Symposium and talk a little bit about Charlotte Hall. And then we will go to Payson for the rodeo, which is the world's oldest rodeo. I think it will be the 127th annual rodeo.
Wow.
Yeah, we thought 150
I told
episodes was a big deal.
All right. Well, you let us know when the first show comes out, and we will definitely post it and promote it for you. And of course,
thank you. That means so much to
no
me.
problem. And people can find it's because I'm trying to get Helena to do it for Rhode Island, because who knows anything about Rhode Island?
It's a secret, and we want to
I live in Lexington, Kentucky, which isn't a bad place either. All right, that's Bobbi Jean, BOBBIJEEN, BobbiJean.com if you want to go check out the pictures and everything. We always put a show notes picture on our show notes, and I think I have to use the one with you with Chuck Norris, of course.
That's a great one.
Yeah, you can use any of them that you want.
All right,
Feel
good.
free to,
well, you looking all fancy in your country girl outfit there with Chuck hugging you pretty close. I'm just noticing in that picture. you never washed that outfit, did you?
Of course not.
Thank you, Bobbi Jean.
Well, thank you guys so much.
How do we keep meeting these wonderful people? We get lucky, honestly, with our guests.
We do get lucky. And,
Sweet.
with all the guests we've had over the 3 years that we've done this, we really haven't had too many flops that have been like one-word answer people.
Oh, and people, Glenn and I are like, before we actually get the guest on, we're like, what are we going to do if she stinks? what are we going to do if he doesn't talk? What are we going to do? Oh, I don't know. We'll just figure it out. So we'll cut him off.
We've never had the problem.
And then we get these wonderful people on. And then, of course, Glenn and I have to communicate electronically. This is how we coordinate our show. Not that you would know we coordinate at all, but and we're like, she's awesome, smiley face, all the.
I did. I wrote. She sounds like Dolly Parton.
She was wonderful, and I think she's worthy of everybody to go take a look. BobbiJean.com. Thanks, Bobbi Jean.
All right. Now, the other thing that is worthy is Equestrian Collections, because they have provided us with a code here at the Horse Radio Network for you, the listeners, to save money. And that code and checkout, you just put it in the coupon code section, is HRN. Just HRN for Horse Radio Network. You'll get $10 off your next order of $120 or more. And, we're right in the middle of fly season. We're coming up to the fall show season, and you're probably going to be getting to get new things. They've already got I just was on their website today, and they've got the fall jackets and all the clothing coming in. So if you need a new outfit, now's the time to take a look at that and utilize that coupon. But no matter whether it's for you or for your kids or for your friends, if you need a gift or whether it's for your horse, it doesn't matter. They have over 300 different brands of products, tens of thousands of items at equestriancollections.com. So you're going to find everything you need at a price you can afford. That's equestriancollections.com. And now it's time for...
Everything I need to know about life I learned in Pony Club, except I didn't do Pony Club.
I know, I'll get that right next time.
That's all right. I'll always correct you. All right, so what is this? This is a little segment that I've come up with to help educate the world and make it a better place, at least for the horses we share it with. What I'm doing is basically taking excerpts from the United States Pony Club manuals of horsemanship, and they go from D level to A level. And, it's pretty basic information. It's, horsemanship, riding, stable management. But I think what a lot of people, even those of us who are experienced, who've been around the block a couple of times, we forget either some of the basics, or there are those of us who are new, maybe not just to horses, but maybe to a new discipline, or you've boarded horses all your life and you're bringing them home for the first time, or the other way around. You've always kept your horses at home and now you need to, figure out how to survive in a boarding facility. So the goal really of this fun little segment is to make the standards that the United States Pony Club has set forth for good quality care of our horsemen, for our horses, to make those standards fun and easy to follow. And, of course, Glenn and I can twist just about anything into something goofy, so there'll be a little bit of that going on, too.
Nah.
Okay. Last week we did how to dress safely.
We have a good relationship with the Pony Club until they find out about this segment.
You know what? They're not going to care. As long as people hear what we have to say, get their message out there, and horses are better for it, I think Pony Club will be happy with us.
Okay. All right.
We just have to kind of keep it clean. And that's hard. That's going to be hard for us. So today's little segment is going to feature finding a good instructor. Duh, you'd think that would be a no-brainer. But finding a suitable riding instructor, whether it's for your kid or yourself, can really be a years-long process, especially if you don't know what to look for. So in the Pony Club manual, they put it so simply that it's almost elegant. Good instructors will be safety-minded. They will know their subject and make it easy to understand. Now, hello? How many times have you sat there scratching your head when your instructor's trying to get you to do something and you just can't get it? And they're screaming at you, and they're throwing their hands up, or they're walking away, or you're on the lunge line for 5 years. That's kind of a problem. Okay. So where do you start? How do you find a good instructor? My suggestion is to go to the American Riding Instructors Association website. Their acronym is ARIA, A-R-I-A, ARIA. They have a great website. It's riding-instructor.com. And what do? They give you a list of instructors who are certified with their organization. And I'll tell you, it is not an easy process to get certified by the American Riding Instructors Association. You have to do a lot of work. You have to video yourself. You have to be committed to the process and maintaining it. Like, a lot of people I know will go through the process of getting state licensed. Not all states in the country require a riding instructor to be licensed, but those that do basically offer a test. So you study for the test, you pass it, you get your license. And then to renew that license, you really just have to pay, a couple bucks each year. But the American Riding Instructors Association does require you to stay current by actually staying current, not just paying $25 a year. So what does that mean to you and I, those of us who employ these instructors or hire these instructors? It means that we're getting somebody who really cares about their job. I mean, they take their job serious, so they're going to take the extra steps necessary to do it well. They're also going to have access to myriad methods of teaching, new discoveries in training, and that special combination of horse knowledge and teaching knowledge. I know there's more than a few of you out there who say, oh, I had the best instructor. She's wonderful. I absolutely love her, but she's really kind of limited. She doesn't know her stuff. Or the other way around. I'm working with a trainer who's fabulous with horses, who is a wonderful rider, but just doesn't seem to have that skill in teaching me how to ride. And, if you go through an organization like ARIA, you're more likely to find an instructor who has that special combination of skills. So, that's kind of, again, you think it's a no-brainer, but it's not that easy to find. And the other thing is, don't be afraid to take lessons at different barns, to try it out. You're not barn hopping, you're not bad, you're not disloyal. You need to find somebody in a situation that's right for you or for your children. And when you walk into a barn, when you walk into a riding stable, look around you, because it's been proven that if you spend 10 minutes in a person's home or their environment, you can learn way more about them than if you spent a year getting to know them personally. Right? I mean, I don't know about you.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
You look around someone's environment and it speaks volumes about what kind of person they are. And so,
sometimes you get lucky, and the first one you show up with is going to be a good. Like I got lucky with my driving instructor now, but that doesn't always happen that way.
It doesn't. I mean, and you right. Some of it is luck, but some of it is hard work. And I just want to say, don't be afraid to say, "Yeah, no, you suck. Goodbye."
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're not obligated. There's no obligation to that person.
No, and I know a lot of people, especially parents with kids who get their kids started with an instructor. Some kids outgrow instructors, and even some adults. Like, you reach a certain point and you say, I just don't feel comfortable. Go with your gut. Trust your intuition. If you feel like it's not working for you anymore, it's okay to try something different. You may say, oh, I was much happier where I was, or, yeah, it's time for me to move on. Now, if this is the first time you're venturing into a riding academy or a stable, 2 things to look for. A neat, clean, and well-organized barn. The horses should be happy. They should be curious. They should have fresh hay and water, and plenty of room for them to be outside. The barn should not smell like ammonia or urine. Your instructor should look happy. The people working there should look like they're pretty happy. And that doesn't mean it has to be a fancy barn.
That's right. And the horses should not shy away from the stall door when you walk by.
Right.
That's also an indication that things are going on there that you don't want any part of.
Right. They don't, their noses should be out, not their bums. If their noses are in the corner, something's not right. And also, I mean, this is my personal opinion, but I'm going to say it because this is my show. I don't believe that any riding stable should have more horses on their property than the property can comfortably house. So that means if you have a riding stable on 2 acres, I don't want to see 50 horses, because there's no way you can keep 50 horses healthy and happy and then keep your riders safe on just 2 acres. Okay. The other thing is, if you see barbed wire anywhere on the property, run away.
You know how many farms I've been to that actually do have barbed wire?
Yeah.
Tons of them.
That is a
It's
bad
amazing.
decision. And it's funny, it's such a little thing. And so many people will say, oh, we use barbed wire. We've been using it for years. I've never had a problem. This is what I mean, is open your eyes and look at the details. The devil's in the details. Just the smallest decision, such as using barbed wire, can speak volumes about a person's commitment to safety and the well-being of their horses, their school horses, and their students. And that's all I have to say.
Well, that was enough.
That was a lot.
That was a
I
lot,
just
yeah.
had, like, diarrhea of the mouth.
No, well, that's what this segment's all about. But you know what? We have a lot of new listeners that listen to this show.
They do. Yes, we do have a lot of. We are growing. Every week we get more listeners. So, but why do I say this? Why do I dive into like these small pieces of horsemanship?
Let me rephrase. Well, I was just going to say we have a lot of new horse. I don't mean new listeners, new people, or people listening to the show that are new horse people. Is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But you know what, though? One of the things that I find is, and I've said this before on our show, there's a woman who operates a stable not too far from me, and she smokes in her indoor arena. And when she's done with her cigarette, she flicks the butt into the ring. Okay, now this is a woman who's not new to horses. She works with people who are not new to horses. My job right now is to tell you that this is not okay. That is not a riding instructor you want to align yourself with. That is not a riding stable that is safe.
Right.
Or healthy. Okay, so even if you're not new to horses, there might be something here that says, I've been doing it this way for 20 years. Maybe I need to revisit that.
And take the barbed wire down.
Like the barbed wire. But I want you to take this little segment and dive into it. Maybe go, next time you're in your tack shop, pick up a copy of the Pony Club Manual on Horsemanship. It's so simple, but it's really a good guide to the best practices on horse care and riding in our country. Ta-da!
All right. Thank you, Helena. Oh, okay. Thank you, Helena.
You're welcome.
All right, next we are going into our Tack and Habit segment, which we're going to end the show with every day with the product pick. And Helena did this product today, so she could have talked some more. And we're going to be right back after this word from Kentucky Performance Products, because they are the kind sponsor of the Tack and Habit segment. You know, Kentucky Performance Products is dedicated supporter of several of the Horse Radio Network shows. KPP offers a variety of great supplements, and one of those is Caraform. Caraform is the source of biotin, iodine, and zinc, which are shown to support the maintenance of healthy hooves and hair. These ingredients are combined with, I never know how to say this. Is it lectin or lecithin? Lecithin, and full fat. So
that's what it is. 'Cause
we'll be corrected. Somebody will let us know.
Yeah.
And full-fat soybeans to provide a source of essential fatty acids, an ingredient that supports normal, healthy hair coat. Yeast cultures are included and play a role in the maintenance of normal digestive function, making Caraform a well-rounded, affordable supplement. To find out more about this and all the products at Kentucky Performance Products, visit kppusa.com. And to learn more about horse nutrition and interact with the KPP experts, be sure to join their Facebook page. Just search for Kentucky Performance Products. All right, today, what is your choice?
My choice is Professional's Choice. Professional's Choice Ventec Elite Sports Medicine Boots. I own a pair of these. I use them. I own a front pair for my horse Pi, who is an Arab sport horse. And he has somewhat delicate front legs, and my riding area is in a field. So obviously that field over time and with the seasons, it changes. It gets lumpy and bumpy. It rolls just a little bit. And so I want to protect his soft tissue. I want to support his front legs, whether he's doing flat work or jumping, from the inconsistencies in that footing. And I bought these, I would say about 3 months ago, and absolutely love them. I love them because they do offer really good support. I can actually see, because with my horse, you can see his confidence in his expression. You can see when he's comfortable. He's an extremely articulate horse. When he wears his boots, he feels supported. They are easy to put on. They're very form-fitting to his legs. Very easy to get a nice fit. Very easy to get a safe fit. I know sometimes you can... sometimes I question whether or not my boots are too tight. Are they too loose? Do I have the right fit? Are they at the right place? These are easy to put on. They stay on, and they are ventilated. They use this new high-tech limestone-based neoprene that lets the heat and moisture escape, but helps the basically just helps the boot stay conformed to your horse's legs. So he's not all greasy and grungy and sweaty under there when we're done using them.
You know, this is the newer version, really, this is the more advanced version of the sports medicine boots that we used 20 years ago. Yeah. And we were using them. I had my pony by the name of Piper, was what I would call my lifetime pony, which we drove that girl everywhere. And she was almost 30, and she still, if we had her sports medicine boots on, she didn't have a lame day ever. And we put them on just for the sake of having them on because she was almost 30, but she just had the energy of a 3-year-old. And she was terrific with her sports medicine boots on, and we just put them on wherever we went with her.
It's a small investment in preventative medicine, as far as I'm concerned. It's why not wear the support? Especially, like I said, if you know that your footing is not perfect, or even if you've got, the Western horses wear them all the time because I see a lot of jumping horses wear, open front boots or tendon boots, but I like the fact that these come all the way underneath the pastern.
Right. Which is where you need a lot of that support is underneath the pastern.
Exactly. And so they pretty much cover that whole vulnerable area, but they're so comfortable with the horse, and they just, I think that the English riding community should really embrace this. I know eventers wear them they're starting to break into the eventing world. But I think everybody should consider these boots for their horses. I know you can't wear them in the hunters, but jumpers can do it, and anybody
And
else.
and you're right. The Western riders do it. They use them in rodeos and everywhere else. I mean, so that's great. That's Professional's Choice Ventec Elite Sports Medicine Boots, which is a mouthful, by the way.
It is a mouthful, but for $87.95 a pair.
And they do last forever. We
You
had
can
ours
afford
for
it.
years. As a matter of fact, I still think we have the sports medicine boots we used in my pony 20 years ago.
Yeah, these things are pretty. They're pretty sturdy, and I just hose them off and hang them on the fence, and they're good to go.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Helena, for both past segments. And be sure to tune in next Friday as we have another episode of the Stable Scoop Show. And actually, I will be by next Friday in Philadelphia for the American Equestrian Trade Association. So Helena can't make it this time. It's going to be the first time there without her. I'm going to cry.
I know. I'm pretty bummed.
I'm going to have to call you, from there.
I hope you do. I hope you do, because I'm going to be sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing.
We're going to have to call you from there, and we're definitely going to have to. We're going to be doing some segments for the Tag and Habit segment here, so we'll
Why don't
be
you call me
recording
as a
some live.
guest?
Yeah, or you could be co-host from there.
Yeah,
We'll just have to figure out how to add you in.
that's true.
We could put you on the little screen so that the guests can see you, and
Yeah.
we'll have to. And we'll see you laying back with your leg up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, talking.
Cocktail in my hand.
Yeah. So we'll be there, and we'll be recording some segments for this show there. Plus, we'll be doing the live morning show on Monday, the 15th. Is that the 15th? The 15th from the American Equestrian Trade Association show. So that should be fun as well. Jamie's coming in and going to spend the weekend with us. So, and Jennifer will be there, so it should be fun. But we will have a show next Friday for you as we are arriving in Philadelphia. That show will be coming out, so we aren't going to miss a week. Now, I read the blue part. Now it's time for you to read the purple part.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Well, you see, you added a couple extra things. You should,
Yeah, I
just
did.
make sure
I
you
elaborated.
elaborate.
Sorry.
For details about today's show, go to stablescoop.com. We will put links to Bobbi Jean's website. We will put links to places where you can find the sports medicine boots that we talked about, and a whole bunch of other things. And what else we're going to do? We do love your feedback. Please follow us under Facebook. We post extra pictures and comments, and there's all kinds of fun discussions. You can find us under Stable Scoop. We do occasionally tweet. You can find us on Twitter at Horse Radio.
Many thanks to our sponsors, Equestrian Collections, Uncle Jimmy's, and Kentucky Performance Products. And as I said, be sure to visit all the other great shows on the Horse Radio Network at horseradionetwork.com. It's a place where you can find all the shows in one spot. Well, Helena, that's it for this week.
Well, Glenn, I'm really proud of you for getting a super cool new closing. I think this show had plenty, but as you said, there will be more next week. Thanks.
But I forgot to say good luck tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck tomorrow. We're all rooting for you and thinking about you and praying for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And you are going to let us know how it goes, right?
Oh, absolutely. You'll probably be the first person I text when I'm in recovery.
When you're sober? After you're...
I'm sober. Although I will not be held responsible for any offensive text.
Good. I'll look forward to that. All right, Helena. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks. Goodbye, everybody.